Good morning, everyone. That moment has arrived. I'm Joshua Powers and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs of William Paterson University, and it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you, our graduates, your families and guests to William Paterson University. Our commencement ceremony. We also extend greetings to those who are watching online on the live stream. Commencement, like the university experience it culminates, is a family and institutional event where we celebrate the accomplishments of all graduating students. As part of the ceremony, students come forward, receive their diploma covers, and cross their stage as their names are displayed on screens for the community to bear witness to their accomplishment. These are special moments for every student that should be individually respected by all. In that spirit, anyone or anything that interferes with or distracts from the commencement ceremony will not be permitted, and anyone who commits or participates in such activity will be asked to cease and are directed to leave. This includes any items that may obstruct views, such as signs and banners. Thank you for your respect of all of our students during their moment of achievement. We call this event a commencement because it's the beginning of something new, a new stage for the lives of those receiving degrees today. So the event looks to the future, but at the same time is filled with many traditions from the past. Perhaps the most obvious tradition is the academic regalia, worn by faculty and graduates. The square cap, also known as a mortarboard, worn by graduates, for example, originated at Oxford in the 12th century. Another is the academic hood, worn by those who have or received the bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree. The colors inside the hood indicate which institution granted the degree. It is said that students would drop gold coins into these hoods to pay for their lessons. This and other traditions, such as the ceremonial mace, the President's Medal, and academic honors medallions, are described in the program booklet available online. For many years, one of the most popular traditions in America has been a musical one. Graduates enter the commencement ceremony marching to Edward Elgar's famous work, as you know, Pomp and Circumstance. In a few moments, we will observe that tradition. And we know that none of us gets to these milestones in our lives alone. Our graduates commence today due to the care, nurturing, and work done by the faculty and staff at William Paterson University. Please join me in welcoming and thanking their dedicated members of our faculty and staff, some of whom graduates have personally recognized in recent weeks for having made an especially important difference in their lives. At this time, please welcome the graduating class of William Patterson University.
At this time, please welcome William Patterson alumni members of the class of 1975. Please welcome members of the Platform Party, members of the Board of Trustees, and Provost Powers. Please welcome President Emerita Kathleen Waldron, Commencement Speaker John E. Harmon, University Mace Bearer Dr. Darlene Russell, and President Richard J. Heldobler.
President Heldobler, and trustees, the 202nd commencement ceremony for the William Patterson University of New Jersey is convened. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Christensen. Good morning, William Patterson! I am President Richard Heldobler, and I welcome you to the 202nd commencement exercises of the William Patterson University of New Jersey. Will members of the graduating class and members in the audience who are serving or have served in the military forces please stand and let us thank you for your service. Will everyone who is willing and able please stand and join them for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem, which will be sung by graduating music major Austin Cedito. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize James Keith, who carried our university gaffalon. James, please stand. He is honored as a high-achieving transfer student selected by the Dean of the College of Science and Health. James is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Exercise Science, summa cum laude. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, James. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our student banner carriers. Please stand when I read your name. Stephanie Nardoza from the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Michael Scala from the Casacos College of Business. Ilsa McLeod from the College of Education, and Ilana Thomas from the Colleges of Science and Health. These banner carriers were selected by their deans for their outstanding academic achievement. We commend their accomplishments. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to offer a special welcome to members of the graduating class of 1975. who are with us celebrating their 50th anniversary from their own commencement at William Patterson. Welcome home to the class of 1975. There they are right over there. As you reflect on your time at William Patterson and the time in between, the title of the #1 song from 1975 seems very appropriate. It was Captain and Tennille's "Love Will Keep Us Together." And indeed, it is our shared love of William Patterson that has kept us together these past 50 years. Please know you remain in our hearts and our thoughts, and we wish you well, and we're so glad you came home. And now I'm pleased to introduce members of the platform party. Members of the party, please stand and remain standing as I read your name, and I ask that the audience hold your applause until all have been introduced. Brian Colvin, Associate Vice President and Comptroller. Timothy Lever, Associate Vice President for Finance. Beth Walkley, Associate Vice President for Budget and Fiscal Planning. Stephen Quinn, Associate Vice President for University Admissions. James Shelley, Interim Associate Vice President for Administration. Roy Garcia, Assistant Vice President, Alumni Engagement and Philanthropy. Yvette Vieira Vinilova, Assistant Vice President, Finance Operations and Advancement Operations. Judy Linder, Assistant Vice President, Plan Giving and Major Gifts. Dr. Sue Gerber, Assistant Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness. Francisco Diaz, Associate Vice President for Student Development. Dr. Eileen Lubeck, Dean of Students. Dr. Edward Owusu Ansah, Dean of the Library. Dr. Barbara Andrew, Dean of the Honors College. Dr. Jonathan Lincoln, Associate Provost for Curriculum and International Education. Dr. Sandra Hill, Associate Provost for Academic Affairs. Dr. Cara Rabbit, Associate Provost for Academic Initiatives and Adult and Professional Studies. Dr. Michael Griffiths, Professor of Environmental Science and Faculty Award recipient. Dr. Emily Monroe Waldberger, Associate Professor of Biology and Faculty Award recipient. Dr. Relitza Atkins, American Council on Education Visiting Fellow. Stuart Goldstein, Vice President for Marketing and Public Relations. Pamela Ferguson, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. Dr. Melissa Reardon Henry, General Counsel to the University and the Board of Trustees. Kirsten Loverkite, Vice President for Finance Administration and Chief Financial Officer. Dr. Gammon Bartle, Chief Information Officer. Dr. Guillermo de Vega, Vice President for Strategic Initiatives and University Relations. Dr. Loretta McLaughlin-Vignier, Chief of Staff to the President and Board of Trustees. Dr. Wartina Davis, Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Lauren Rosore Cedeno, Associate Dean, College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Dr. Jana Hill, Associate Dean, College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Dr. Amy Ginsberg, Dean, College of Education. Dr. David Fuentes, Associate Dean, College of Education. Dr. Anthony Boren, Dean, Casacos College of Business. Dr. Martin Gritch, Associate Dean of the Casacos College of Business. Dr. Venkat Sharma, Dean of the College of Science and Health. Dr. Melakamlu Zaleka, Associate Dean of the College of Science and Health. Dr. Minerva Salinas Gutman, Associate Dean, School of Nursing, College of Science and Health. Dr. Allison Boucher Darvis, Vice President for Human Resources. Dr. George Kasenga, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Jason Peralta, Student Trustee. Brad Neely, Trustee. Linda Nero, Trustee. William Pesci, Trustee. Dr. Kathleen Waldron, President Emerita. Michael Sieve, Trustee and Chair of the Board. John E. Harmon, Sr., Honorary Doctorate Recipient and Guest Speaker. Dr. Joshua Powers, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Jean Arnold, Chief Diversity Officer. Dom DeMeo, President of the Alumni Association. Dr. Susanna Tardy, Professor, Sociology and Criminal Justice and President of the AFT Union. Dr. Darlene Russell, Professor, Educational Leadership and Professional Studies and University Mace Bearer. Dr. Wendy Christensen, Associate Professor, Sociology and Criminal Justice, Chair of the Faculty Senate, and Faculty Award recipient. Elena Shepard Merrill, Early Child Education and Undergraduate Student Speaker. Dr. Mickey Camarada, Vice President for Student Development. Teddy Lockhart, President of Student Development. Xavier Cavlijo, student trustee. Please join me in thanking them for their service and leadership. Please be seated. So President Waldron, will you join me at the podium? President Waldron. So William Patterson University President Emerita Kathleen Waldron, who served as president from 2010 to 2018, has made a generous pledge to establish an endowed scholarship at the institution. Her gift includes the establishment of the Dr. Kathleen Waldron Endowed Scholarship to provide support to deserving students in perpetuity. The Endowed Scholarship Fund will support full-time undergraduate students with financial hardship. President Waldron previously established the Dr. Kathleen Waldron Annual Scholarship in 2010 to provide support to students demonstrating financial need. Since its founding, the fund has provided 151 annual student scholarship awards. In addition, she established the Alice Waldron Endowed Scholarship in memory of her aunt. In 2012, the Amelia and Jack Waldron Endowed Scholarship in memory of her parents. In 2016, her generous donations have funded nearly 170 total scholarship awards. Her generous giving will bring her lifetime commitment to William Patterson University to more than $1 million. Yeah. Kathy, I always believe that as true public servants, we should leave a place that is entrusted to our care better than we found it. So you certainly have done that during your presidency, and now with today's transformative gift, you will impact the lives of countless of students for years to come. Here with us today is one of our graduates and your scholarship recipient, Kevin Brennan, to offer a small token of our appreciation. Thank you for your generosity, but more importantly, your leadership. Great. Okay. Kevin, stay on that side and face the camera. And now I would like to present the bachelor degree candidate and the undergraduate student speaker, Elena Shepard Merrill, to address the graduating class. Elena will graduate today summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts degree in early childhood education and minors in psychology and sociology. In fact, she is wearing a stole today that was decorated by her third grade students. Ms. Merrill is the 2025 Patricia Rittmaster Awardee for Academic Excellence from the Department of History, Philosophy, and Liberal Studies, and the recipient of the 2025 College of Education Dean's Award. Last year, she won the Livio Stuchkiny Essay Award for her paper entitled Police Brutality Through the Lens of Social Psychology. Ms. Merrill plans to become a kindergarten teacher where she will pursue her passion to nurture young minds by creating classrooms of curiosity, creativity, and care. Please welcome your undergraduate speaker, Elena Merrill, to the podium.
Good morning and welcome. I am so excited and honored to be standing in front of you all and representing the intrepid class of 2025. I want to offer my sincere appreciation to all of the dedicated staff and faculty and our esteemed guests who have helped us make it to this momentous day, including, but certainly not limited to, President Hell Dobler, College of Education's Dean Ginsburg, and especially my superhero of an advisor, Dr. Mankiw. The faculty at William Patterson is truly what makes this school what it is. I can't thank you enough for all your hard work and dedication to your students. Professors and advisors like you are why students like me can succeed. As someone who grew up learning how to manage their dyslexia and ADHD, school life was a bit of a struggle for a very long time. But when I was accepted into William Patterson, I was determined to change that narrative. Something I wouldn't have been able to do without the guidance of some very important staff members who helped encourage and push me to new levels of success. When times were most difficult, I knew I could rely on their help, and of course on my amazing early childhood education cohort. I also want to offer my deepest thanks to all the families and friends who have supported us along the way. I know for a fact that many of us would not be here today without your love and encouragement. And to that note, surprise, Mom and Dad. Sorry for keeping the speech a secret from you, but I see this as my gift to you. My being up here today is a testament to the love and guidance my entire family has always given me. As much as I have earned my success here at William Patterson over the past few years, I would not have been able to accomplish it without the skills and ethics they helped instill over a lifetime. Whether it was helping little me practice the names and capitals of all 50 states until I knew them by heart, struggling through contentious hours of math homework and surviving to tell the tale, or attending every theater performance and sports event, I never had a moment of doubting if I was supported. Thank you for believing in me, even when I doubted myself. I love you. Now, to the class of 2025, congratulations. Whether I know you personally or not, I am so proud of you and all the work you have done in order to be sitting in these seats today. We all have such unique and varied lives that have led us here, overcoming challenges great and small. But we will always have today and this accomplishment in common. We did it! Today we're celebrating years of hard work, self-discovery, countless hours of studying, endless late nights, and probably more caffeine than is recommended by any health professional. And we should celebrate it. Graduating is a big deal. But while each and every one of us should be filled to the brim with unwavering pride, I want to take a moment to remind us all that our accomplishments do not define us. We are more than the titles we earn or the degrees we hold. Because when the applause fades and the caps come down, what really matters is who we are when no one is watching. It's how we show up for our family and friends when they're struggling, how we hold the door open for someone even when we're running late, or how we keep showing up even when it's hard. It's how we bounce back from failure or heartbreak or a day that just didn't go our way, with strength, love, and joy. Our worth isn't wrapped up in a resume or GPA. It's in the small, quiet moments, offering a kind word, making someone laugh, and choosing compassion over convenience. That's where our true impact lies. We won't always succeed at being our best selves, but because we're William Patterson pioneers, we all have the willpower to keep trying. So as we step into the next chapters of our lives, whether that's a job, more school, or a very long and deserved nap, let's remember, we're not just graduates. We're humans with hearts and stories and the power to make the world a little better simply by being who we are. And that's something no diploma can measure. I want to leave you today with a quote from my favorite wizard. Gandalf reminds us that it's not great power that can hold the wickednesses of the world in check. He says, "I found that it's the small things, everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keep the darkness at bay, simple acts of kindness and love. From the bottom of my heart, thank you."
At this time, I will ask President Tamara Waldron to join me as the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Joshua Powers, presents the Faculty Recognition Award for Excellence to 3 members of our distinguished faculty. Provost Powers?
I am pleased to continue the annual tradition of recognizing members of the faculty based upon the recommendation of their peers for their particular contribution to excellence in the areas of teaching, research, scholarship, and creative expression, and service. Will Professors Wendy Christensen, Michael Griffith, and Emily Monroe Wahlberger please come forward at this time? Please refer to your program for more extensive lists of each of their accomplishments. I'm pleased to present the award for excellence in teaching to Professor Emily Monroe Walderberger. Described by her students as caring, patient, and approachable, Dr. Monroe has had a significant impact on both undergraduate and graduate students, teaching 11 different biology courses, including courses she developed in genomics and bioinformatics. She created inclusive classroom for diverse learners and explores new teaching methods and best practices in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics teaching. Dr. Monroe joined the William Patterson University faculty in 2012 and has been an active researcher on algae that can be harmful to marine ecosystems and human health, and scholar, authoring more than 30 journal articles and presentations. She has mentored over 30 students, many of whom have presented their work at local and national conferences. Dr. Monroe has held numerous roles on campus, including director of the Honors College Biology Track, co-organizer of the university's undergraduate research symposium, and advisory board member of the Center for Teaching Excellence. In recognition of the inspiration and dedication she brings to William Patterson University, students, faculty, and the community, we are proud to proclaim this Citation of Excellence in Teaching Award to Dr. Emily Monroe Walderberger, Commencement Day, May 20th, 2025. I'm now pleased to present the award for excellence in research, scholarship, and creative expression to Professor Michael Griffiths. Dr. Griffiths is an internationally recognized geochemist and paleoclimatologist whose research is focused on the evolution of the Earth's systems, including its oceans and climates, and has had a profound impact on the understanding of past climate variability and change. His breakthrough work on the ancient shark species, O. megalodon, and the implications of its extinction drew media attention from numerous outlets, including CNN, the BBC, and the Washington Post. Dr. Griffiths' research has appeared in 47 different reviewed journals, and he has authored more than 100 conference presentations. Dr. Griffiths has supervised more than 45 students from undergraduate and master's level to doctoral and postdoctoral researchers. His modeling work with scientists from NASA Goddard Institute for Space Studies is guiding the understanding of uncertainty in future climate model projections. In recognition of the distinction and honor he brings to the university as a research scholar, author, and lecturer, we are proud to proclaim this Citation of Excellence in Research, Scholarship, and Creative Expression awarded to Dr. Michael Griffiths, Commencement Day, May 20th, 2025. And finally, I am pleased to present the award for service to Professor Wendy Christensen. Dr. Wendy Christensen's service record is quite impressive, serving in various capacities in her 12 years at William Patterson across her home department of Sociology and Criminal Justice, the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, and the university as a whole. Her service work includes Department Assistant Chair, Chair of the Curriculum Committee, Student Mentor, Advisor to the Sociology Club, Co-Chair of the College Curriculum Committee, and Chair of the Retention Committee. She is a co-founding member of the Council for Equity and Justice, Chair of the Blue Ribbon Inclusive Teaching Task Force, Co-Chair of the Faculty Mentor Task Force, and member of the Veterans Task Force. Dr. Christensen recently completed a third one-year term as Chair of the Faculty Senate. With a focus on how gender, race, and class ideologies organize political participation in local grassroots political movements, many of Dr. Christensen's service initiatives and choices are informed by her teaching and research. As stated by one of her colleagues, Exemplary is a truly fitting adjective for Dr. Christensen's work. In recognition of the distinction and honor she brings to the university in her service to students and colleagues, we are proud to proclaim this citation of excellence in service awarded to Dr. Wendy Christensen, Commencement Day, May 20th, 2025.
Good morning once again, Pioneer family. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, faculty, administration, staff, and students, I offer one more enthusiastic welcome and congratulations to the 2025 graduates of William Patterson University. I'd also like to welcome all the family and friends who are with us here or watching on live stream to celebrate with you on your very special day. Please join me in offering a big William Patterson greeting to our honored guest and speaker, the founder, president, and CEO of the African American Chamber of Commerce of New Jersey, John E. Harmon, Sr., who you will hear from in just a few minutes. But I will say, as a president, when you invite someone accomplished and formidable to speak, you always go and check them out online, and I did, and I'm just grateful that I'm going first. So we look forward to your comments. But today, we are here to celebrate the true meaning of willpower. So degree candidates, for those of you who are willing and able, if you are the first in your family to graduate from college, please stand and remain standing. If you are a first responder, please stand. If you are a military veteran, please stand. If you are an immigrant or the child of an immigrant, please stand. If you worked a job during your college career, please stand. If you transferred from a community college, please stand. If you returned to college as an adult to complete your degree, please stand. If you speak more than one language, please stand. If you raised a child or cared for a parent, please stand. If your grit and perseverance got you here today, stand. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the meaning of willpower right there. Congratulations, class of 2025. Please be seated. You graduates are changing the social fabric of our great state and the nation for the better. To the William Patterson class of 2025, please know that the entire Pioneer community shares in your pride today. As you prepare to walk across the stage toward your bright, bright futures, you embody the William Patterson's mission to put more degrees in the hands of graduates who will build a stronger, more vibrant New Jersey for everyone, one that is more prosperous, healthy, and more just. The University Board of Trustees and the administration, for to us today, commencement is the ultimate expression of the rewarding work that we are honored to do on behalf of this great university and all of our students. To our excellent and accomplished faculty and staff, it is the culmination of their ongoing commitment to your academic success and personal growth. These dedicated professionals have worked hard to create a safe and supportive environment in which you could learn and thrive. Will the members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and administration, and staff of William Patterson please rise and let me, along with the graduates, thank you for your good work. Faculty stand. Board of Trustees stand. Thank you so much. Please be seated. And of course, to the many people who helped get you here in the first place, who have been rooting you on and supporting you ever since. For our pioneer families and friends, today's commencement is the result of a lot of hard work and sacrifice. Please know that it has all been worth it. While your graduate's degree will have their name on it, it also represents your support and encouragement, and I'm sure some sacrifice. So for those who are willing and able, will the parents and guardians in the audience please stand and remain standing? Will the grandparents in the audience please stand and remain standing? Will the spouses and the partners and the children of the graduates please stand? Will everyone who has supported these graduates please stand? You helped your graduates succeed, and you all deserve honorary degrees. I'm going to confer upon you one that is unique to William-Paterson. In fact, I am the only college president empowered to award it. It is called the PTT, which stands for Pushed Them Through. Thank you all for what you've done for these graduates. We celebrate you today, too. Thank you so much. Please be seated. As our graduates know, and I'm sure everyone here knows, we all lead such busy lives that opportunities for meaningful reflection and genuine connection are all too rare these days, which makes this gathering even more special. I encourage our graduates to think deeply about the world that you live in, and more importantly, the kind of world that you want to live in. What will be your role in making it happen? How will you use your new degree along with those soft skills that you developed to help us get there? As you consider these critical questions, you will at times need to navigate among passion and practicality. But please don't think that you have to choose between them. The balance will shift at different periods in your life. But you shouldn't accept that to sacrifice one, you have to give up, or to get one, you have to sacrifice the other. New college graduates are a little bit like new parents in the sense that everyone feels entitled to offer their opinion on what you should do. Just with a new degree instead of a baby, too often this advice comes to either A, be practical and secure a steady job, or B, follow your passions. So in the spirit of free advice, I'd like to offer some of my own. Contrary to much of the popular opinion, this is not an either-or proposition. It can and should be an and. Find the opportunities that combine your passions and practical considerations. Play to your strengths. Always be open to fostering new ones. You will also find that passions and interests that may seem mutually exclusive can actually complement each other. As a university president who began his career as a professional ballet dancer and theater director, I stand before you as living proof. You never know where your life is going to take you. Whatever your passion and whatever path you choose, I can assure you that our increasingly divided world very much needs the many talents that the William-Paterson class of 2025 has to offer. It needs the kind of willpower that got you to where you are today. William-Paterson is a special place. It has never been the ivory tower that the public often imagines all of higher education to be. Our university is an integral part of our community. Our students work in our towns, volunteer in service to our neighbors, including through campus civic engagement programs. Pioneers are in our local businesses, schools, hospitals, care homes, and neighborhoods, and they are making a real difference. And they are doing it in service of the common good. This is our collective contribution to the bedrock principles of our nation. Needless to say, the state of the common good, the condition of that bedrock, is in question right now. Some may agree that there are cracks in it. Others are convinced that it has vanished altogether and that the very ground that we stand on is shifting dramatically. As a result, how will we work together to repair and strengthen the country if we can't agree on what needs fixing? We started today's ceremony with the time-honored tradition of the Pledge of Allegiance. The last 5 words of that pledge, liberty and justice for all, are both simple and complex. It is one of the shortest, but yet it is one of the shortest words that is perhaps most confounding at this time in our nation's history. That 3-letter word, all. For some, there sometimes seems to be unwritten rules, some conditions placed on that very small word. And yet for others, it means just that, all. It applies to those who disagree with us just as much as it applies to those who agree. That's messy, it's complex, it's complicated, and it all stems from a small but powerful word. But yet, it is our solemn pledge. You will now have the benefit of having both a college degree and the experience of being part of one of the most diverse communities in one of the most diverse states. And so I would submit to you that you have a special obligation to use your tools to help our nation, your nation, live up to its ideals of liberty and justice for all, and engage in those conversations around the complexities of that very small yet powerful word, all. I'm fond of quoting the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., who famously said, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. It is a timeless quote because it acknowledges the messy truth that progress is a process. The American experience is an ongoing one. The preamble to the Constitution says it right at the very top, that its purpose is to, quote, form a more perfect union. But that was only the beginning of the forming, which is why the founding document has been amended 27 times. That forming continues to this day, and it remains unsettled. And that can be a source of frustration. But also should be a cause of hope. And while hope is a necessity, it is not a strategy. Engagement, advocacy, voting, activism, these are the kinds of strategies that give substance to the word hope. So whatever your politics, I do ask you to ponder if your advocacy for liberty and justice is coming at the expense of someone else's. If so, then we are abdicating our pledge to liberty and justice for all. We must recognize that the face of America looks very different than it did in its beginning, and yet we the people still means we the people. And really, what more inclusive phrase is there? Now, diversity, equity, and inclusion programs were intended to ensure that historically unequal and exclusionary institutions changed in the name of fairness and in recognition of our increasingly diverse nation. For all of the attacks on them, they're doing a lot of good. And yet, what part of the pushback of DEI does higher education have to own? When conservative voices are shouted down and prevented from speaking, as happens too often on our nation's campuses, or our courses don't have a balance between liberal and conservative perspectives where appropriate, how do we square that with the true diversity of experience, thought, and opinion? Yet at the same time, when students are punished or even jailed for their political opinions, how does that advance the supposed goal of forming a more perfect union, not to mention the First Amendment? Higher education is being asked forcefully at times to change. William Patterson has changed a lot in just my 6 years as president. We have responded to the changing student needs, demographics, funding, the pandemic, and more. And I would argue we are a stronger university as the result. What will not change under any circumstances is our values. Our commitment to academic freedom, freedom of inquiry and research, and educating and servicing the diverse students population that we hold dear at William Patterson. We recognize that we live in an increasingly political world, one that wants us to choose sides, stick to them, and relentlessly defend our tribe and attack the opposing one. This division deepens with a constant barrage of news, social media posts, podcasts, and messaging of all kinds, which is too often designed to frighten more than enlighten, to simply capture our attention for a click, a like, or a sale, rather than to reward it with any deeper sense of understanding. Retreating into opposing camps is not healthy for democracy, and it is absolutely toxic for communities, colleges, and universities. So I ask you that we must resist that impulse. Of course, we must all commit to engaging in good faith with mutual respect, which are fundamental to healthy, vigorous debate. With these ground principles in place, however, we must remain a place as a country and as a university where disagreement and uncomfortable ideas are not just allowed to exist, but are encouraged. Because ultimately, that's where knowledge is created. That's where learning takes place. And in many cases, it is where the seeds of democracy are sowed. Our presence here today reaffirms the power of coming together to celebrate both what we have in common and what makes us unique. From my vantage point, I look out to all of you graduates and I see you all dressed in black gowns with caps with orange tassels. Yet at the same time, many of you have customized those mortarboards to make a personal statement. Many of you have stoles, cords, medals that tell a part of your story as a first-generation student, an honors awardee, an EOF grad, a veteran, a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, a student athlete, or some other expression of your personal identity. Far from dividing us, these differences have been the opportunities to learn from one another. As you prepare to leave one of the most diverse university campuses in New Jersey, it is my hope that you have learned to appreciate and respect those who look, think, worship, and love differently than yourselves. And it is my sincere hope that you have learned how to engage with those who look, think, worship, and love differently from yourself. And to all assembled here today, may we commit our talents, skills, and energy to building a better, healthier, and more just world. In doing this important work, graduates, I hope that your future also makes room for lots of laughter, dancing, singing, and some really great food. You so deserve a happy, productive life defined by these things and by the love and friendship of others. Which brings me to my closing thought, what I have come to call a Helldaubler's last lesson. And it's simply this: of all the successful people that I've had the privilege of meeting in my life, from US presidents and senators to governors, scholars, artists, activists, not a single one has ever attributed that success to material things. Instead, they credited a person, whether a family member, professor, or some other mentor. Be sure, please be sure, to nurture those relationships and remind the people what they mean to you. I'm confident that the William Patterson degree that you will leave here with today will bring you all your career success in your chosen fields. And I urge you to remember these wise words from my favorite lullaby entitled Everything Possible. The only measure of your words and your deeds is the love you leave behind when you're gone. Combine career success with personal fulfillment. Surround yourself with people who will lift you up as you lift them up, and you will create a rewarding life for yourself, your family, and your community. Congratulations, William Patterson class of 2025. I can't wait to see the amazing things that you'll do. We will now present John E. Harmon Sr. with the honorary doctorate, assisted by Chair of the Board Michael Seeve, who will read the citation and the honorary degree and will be hooded and presented with both the citation and the hood by President Emerita Kathy Waldron and yours truly. Chair Seeve.
Each year, on this occasion, the university presents honorary doctoral degrees to members of the community who have made a significant difference in a particular field or discipline. The university confers this honor upon individuals whose accomplishments, both personal and professional, are held in the highest regard this year. The university is recognizing John E. Harmon, Sr. As you are about to hear, Mr. Harmon has had a long and distinguished career in public service. I am thrilled to be here today as a William Patterson trustee to see this honor bestowed upon him. Will Mr. Harmon please join President Emerita Waldron and Dr. Heldobler at the podium. The system is working. Whereas William Patterson University is proud to recognize the accomplishments of John E. Harmon Sr., the founder, president, and CEO of the African American Chamber of Commerce of New Jersey. Whereas Mr. Harmon has served the African American Chamber of Commerce of New Jersey since 2007, with its mission dedicated to economically empowering and sustaining African American communities and businesses through entrepreneurship and capitalistic initiatives throughout the state of New Jersey and through its partnership with the National Black Chamber of Commerce. Whereas Mr. Harmon, who is a native of Trenton, is the former president and CEO of the Metropolitan Trenton African American Chamber of Commerce and the founder and chairman of the New York State Black Business Alliance. Whereas he has been a member of numerous national and state organizations and boards of directors, including the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the National Black Chamber of Commerce, the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia's Economic Community Advisory Council, Metropolitan Trenton African American Chamber of Commerce, Investors Bank Board of Directors, and Hackensack Meridian Health Board of Directors, amongst others. Whereas Mr. Harmon has championed policies at local, state, and federal levels to promote fairness, equity, and access for New Jersey's more than 1.2 million African American residents and more than 88,000 Black-owned businesses statewide to ensure a level playing field in the marketplace. Therefore, be it resolved, for his achievements as a public servant, for his initiatives focused on African American residents and businesses in the state of New Jersey, and for his leadership and commitment to improving the lives of all citizens in the state of New Jersey, the Board of Trustees of William Patterson University of New Jersey is pleased to award on this 20th day of May, 2025, the degree of Doctorate of Humane Letters, honoris causa, to Dr. John E. Harmon, Sr.
Yes, great. We are honored to hear from our newly minted Dr. Harmon as this year's commencement speaker. Please welcome him to the podium.
Good afternoon. Don't get quiet now. Let's go. All right. I want to just take a moment to thank each and every one of you for allowing me to serve as your commencement speaker today. I am honored and truly humbled by the invitation. Special thanks to you, President Heldobler, and the trustees, the faculty and staff of this great institution, and all that are assembled to witness today's commencement with these incredible leaders. That's who you are. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right, I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go here. Today is special because it's all about you and all about what you've accomplished. I plan to share the following. First, a little bit about William Patterson University, then me, and then lastly about you. This institution was founded over 170 years ago by William Patterson Esquire, who became a judge and was one of the signers of the U.S. Constitution. This is the third oldest public institution in New Jersey. Lastly, the school's pioneer pride embraces a powerful sense of community and social justice, as well as leadership and perseverance. These attributes are all a part of the foundation of each of the graduates today. Now, a little bit about me. My backstory is very similar to many of you in this room today. I'm one of 7 children, the only one to complete college. Give yourselves a round of applause for that. I didn't immediately go to college after high school. I worked as an auto mechanic, and I had a desire to be an auto and diesel mechanic. And subsequently, I found myself in community college. There were 3 amazing women who grabbed me one day and said, "John Harmon, you should enroll in college." I didn't envision that for myself. Often plans for most people start from within the home, or whatever experience you had during your interaction with friends and colleagues. Based on where we are today, it does not matter where you start. It's all about what you complete. This is an important lesson for you to carry throughout the remainder of your life. Before I direct my remarks to the graduate, I ask that each of you stand to your feet, recognize your parents or that person or persons that supported you and enabled you to be here today. Give them a round of applause. Rise to your feet. Oh, you can do better than that. So over the years, I've found that many people have great ideas as well as tremendous desires. However, what they lack is a commitment and discipline. These qualities alone can separate those who accomplish their goals or one who constantly laments over what they should have done or what they could have been. Let that marinate a little bit. That lack of commitment to where you want to go, what you want to do, is so critically important. But this will not be the case for you. Why? Because you are a pioneer. That is one who seeks to discover, one who has an aptitude to lead and not to follow, one who seeks to apply an innovative approach to getting something done. You must be mindful of who you are and this institution which provided the environment, nurturing, direction, and the resources which allow you to cultivate your dreams into a plan of action. Now it is incumbent upon you to take the investment made in you by William Patterson University to solve the challenges that are awaiting you post-graduation. The bottom line is, it all starts tomorrow. There are several opportunities which await you to make an impactful difference in the state or in this country, whether it be science, government, health, child care, education, sports, the legal system, entertainment, public policy, safety, housing, business, or entrepreneurship, just to name a few. As you ponder your pathway to success, you must constantly remind yourself that you have what it takes to succeed. Why? Because your mind is the most powerful tool at your disposal, that you can either allow it to vacillate on defeat or will you to victory. A winner is a loser that did not quit, and a loser is a winner who gave up when victory was not clear in sight. Now is the time when you must decide who you desire to be, to take the appropriate steps to make it happen. Again, society is not seeking people to address today's challenges and make excuses. It is in search of impact players. There are always opportunities for those who can provide value and make a difference no matter what the economy is. This is not the time to allow your mind to wander about how the challenges or the next phase of your life might be. However, it is the time to focus on the transformation that has occurred within your life since your arrival at William-Patterson University. This institution has prepared you for whatever path you choose to pursue. You've arrived at this institution with the goal of completing what you set out to do. Again, it's never, never, never about how or when you started, but completing what you set out to accomplish. This principle must become a permanent component of who you are. It is essential that you become mindful of every facet of your personality. At one time in my life, I sat where you're seated today. And as I look upon this audience today, I can't do anything but reflect and think about each of you in your own respective way, because everyone has a story. As you sit here today, reflecting on your life experiences, you should not discard any of that, but rather embrace those experiences, your journey, in a special way. The wonderful thing about each of you is that you have some educational experience, and others, you may have done this before. However, you've all just accomplished another predetermined goal, or to add another building block to a desired outcome that is still being developed, which is great. However, we all exist in an evolving world and country that thirsts for leadership, personalities that embrace integrity, minds that are innovative, ideologies that are not self-serving, but understand that true success is not an individual accomplishment. In other words, you can do well and do good at the same time. It was our 44th president, Barack Obama, who said, "No one is successful by themselves." We live in a country today where in certain parts of our country, or certain parts of our history that made others around the world envious, are being discarded and supplanted with divisive ideologies, while other sectors of society are engaged in efforts to leverage diverse cultural experiences, ideologies, and innovative approaches to produce more efficient outcomes and metrics that lead to more competitive environments and a more equitable coexistence. Starting with the premise that everyone has value, and the sign of a great leader is their ability to discern that core ingredient that exists in everyone. Life is simple. However, it's people that make it complicated. I'm reminded of the former president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela. After serving 26 years in prison, he was encouraged to seek the presidency. Mr. Mandela, in his wisdom, realized that he could easily become president of South Africa. But what he also realized that he couldn't do it by himself, that he must embrace the white South Africans who were the minority to create a cooperative leadership structure. I'm also reminded of Nelson Mandela when he said, "It all seems difficult in the beginning until it's done." Another great champion, Muhammad Ali, said, "If your dreams don't scare you, your dreams aren't big enough." As you move through the next stages of your life, you must have to draw upon those experiences to help someone who is struggling, help someone that could not find their way, and lead them to a path of success that they do not know or did not know it was possible to achieve. Life's possibilities are endless when you approach it believing that what you desire to achieve is not insurmountable. Your mind is the most powerful resource that you have in your possession. My late friend, Arthur Fletcher, who served as the chair of the board of the National Black Chamber and was the former Deputy Secretary of Labor under President Nixon, some called him the father of affirmative action. He coined the phrase, "A mind is a terrible thing to waste." As I begin my transition back to my seat, I charge you to face tomorrow with an unwavering level of confidence and self-determination to be victorious. There are a few goals that I encourage you to seal in your heart. 1, love your family. 2, self-respect. And to execute every task with integrity and professionalism. These attributes will not only enable you to become a very accomplished individual, but will garner respect from both peers and colleagues. I would also encourage each of you to reflect on the following. Although your arrival has been pre-announced to some, you are not the same person that you were yesterday. The degree that has been conferred upon you or will be conferred on each of you from William Patterson University reaffirms that I have done the work to the best of my ability. I possess a mind that is ready to serve and have the requisite skills to face tomorrow's challenges and will deliver impactful outcomes that will make not only my family proud, but this university proud. Tomorrow, you have the keys to unlock the mysteries. You have the ability to do whatever you desire to do, but it's incumbent upon you to embrace that and go forward and be successful in your life. God bless you, and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Harmon. So graduates, you will find that milestones either take a long time to come or they go by very quickly. In just the past 2 weeks, you were a student. Today, you're a graduate. And in a matter of minutes, you'll be alumni. So now I'd like to introduce the William Patterson alumnus class of 1997 and 2021, Mr. Dom DeMeo, President of the Alumni Association, who will welcome you to your new role as an alumni.
Good afternoon. Thank you, President Heldobler, Dr. Harmon, President Emerita Dr. Waldron, members of the Board of Trustees, graduates, family, and friends. I am pleased to bring greetings. I am honored to congratulate the members of the class of 2025, and I join the rest of the university community as we recognize your achievements. So let's make some noise and congratulate one another. You did it. When President Heldobler confers your degrees, you will officially become William Patterson alumni. And I am proud, as president of the William Patterson Alumni Association, to welcome you to the community of over 89,000 pioneers who live throughout New Jersey, the nation, and even the world, and proudly represent our institution as accomplished leaders in every profession. I know each and every one of you will find continued success as I have, because William Patterson pioneers have a unique quality about us that separate us from others. These qualities come in part from the education we received here and the professional relationships that we have developed with the exceptional staff, faculty, mentors, alumni, and peers. While you will be graduating, please know that William Patterson will continue to support you and celebrate your achievements. And we value your involvement. But please remember that we need you too. Think about the graduates who will follow you in future years and how, as we now, alumni, can positively impact the future generations of pioneers. I encourage you to remain involved with your alma mater and maintain a strong connection to William Patterson, as I and many others do. We look forward to welcoming you back to the campus so that we can continue to share our experiences and make new William Patterson memories. Your alma mater looks forward to hearing about your great successes and achievements. And in a few seconds, I will step off the platform so that I and fellow alumni and William Patterson staff members, Roy Garcia, class of 1999, Eva Reyes, class of 2015 and 2017, and Sonia Wilson, class of 2019 and 2021, can present each of you with the first William Patterson lapel pin right after you receive your degree and welcome you as alumni. As the newest members of the Alumni Association, I encourage and I hope you wear your pin proudly. Once again, congratulations to each of you on this special day.
Thank you, Dom. Members of the William Patterson community, we have a posthumous degree to award today. Damaris Martinez will be awarded her degree, Bachelor of Legal Studies, posthumously. At this time, I would like to ask the Martinez family, parents Gracie and Franklin Martinez, to please join me on stage to accept their daughter's bachelor's degree in her memory and in her honor. The Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Joshua Powers, will now present the candidates for their degrees.
Thank you. We want everyone to have their special moment. I want to remind all the graduates that while you will receive a diploma cover when you're crossing the stage, the President will not officially confer your degrees until after all have come forward to be recognized by your deans. Therefore, it is imperative that you return to your seats until the President confers your degrees. We ask everyone to please remain in the arena until the degrees are conferred. Degree candidates will be congratulated by their dean, members of the Board of Trustees, and President Heldobler. I will now ask for the candidates for all bachelor's degrees, Bachelor's of Arts, Bachelor's of Fine Arts, Bachelor's of Music, Bachelor's of Science, and Bachelor's of Science in Nursing to come forward by college to be recognized by their college deans. We will first present candidates from the College of Education, who will be congratulated by Dean Amy Ginsberg and Trustee Nero. And from the Katsakos College of Business, who will be congratulated by Dean Anthony Bowerman and Trustee Neely.
College of Education is this side. Yep. This side right here. And then, yep, got it.
Right behind you, Greg.
You're going to stand on those other feet.
Okay.
You're in position.
You gotta go across the stage.
Are we ready? Ready? Here we go. We're good?
Eliza Grace McLeod, Michael Jonathan Scala, Jr., Dominic Simonello, Angelia Iorio, Sanju Giri, Samina Tahirai, Nia Imani Smith, Kimberly Rochelle Martos, Ruth Jimenez, Christina Marie Verderamo, Sahil Sanjay Shah, Lindsay Marie Rosenberger, James Thomas Loader, Alexa Texera, Alexis Santos, Jessica Ann Lanny, Ayerden S. Patola, Michaela Elizabeth Bennett, Emily Isabel Spellman, James Elaine, Sage Frederick, Justin Lee Frial, Sophia Caterina Stampone, Jaden Ambrose, Delcy Toxcli Coilt, Jimmy Berdan Heath, Jumana Adel Abzak Senman,
Somebody else go. Wait 1 second.
Tatiana Batal, Matthew Alexander Sharon,
Where's my helper?
Julia Motil,
Okay.
No, it's going. There's, I don't know what theirs is doing.
Joanne Rahman,
Yesenia Vasquez,
Felicia Diana Diaz,
Tanzania Malaysia Johnson,
Sophia Lorette,
Nicolette Ana Macolino,
Cyril B. Aquino,
Sidra Zuberi,
Gabriela Reyes,
Ariana Page Alonso,
Nicole Lynn Pryor,
Lisbeth Martinez,
Alexandra DeHaas,
Caroline Hidalgo,
Aliana Shepard Marill,
Samantha Luisa Machado,
Nicole Alexa Landy,
Amanda Rose Salkowski,
Angelica Marie Valvano,
Kevin Brennan,
Carol Alexandra Sanango,
Thomas Swartout,
Odalis Ali Aisha Sarzo,
Talia Marie Ferrante,
Kelly Ann Otterbein,
Yamaleth Moreno,
Ariana Leah Rivera,
Kaylin Emilia Rodriguez,
Brandy Catherine DiCarlo,
Renisha Andrea Campbell,
Samantha Marie Stern.
Gina Armento.
Ashley Elmira Jackson.
Savannah Sendak.
Mikkel M. Murray.
Alexandra Selena Channer.
Mary Ayala Lontop.
Samir Brevard Reed.
Sahala Hardoff.
Gretchen Soler.
Vanessa Abanto.
Michael Marrero.
Melissa Nicole Zabriskie.
Isabella Hannah Garcia.
Molly Ward.
Artian Plaha.
Andrea R. Bailey.
Ultrim Alimi.
Raham Akid Ayat.
Shane Dunn.
Cassandra Marianne Perez.
Elijah Daniel McCarthy.
Anastasia B. Lanzana.
Talela Tarikia Martin.
Julianne Zmuda.
Michelle Chinchilla.
David Lepark.
Jennifer Correa.
Julia Jerkowski.
Christy Hahn.
Elizabeth Ashley Barrett.
Stephanie Ariana Castillo.
Daniela Nicole Linares Pizarro.
Tyler Kolnogus.
Less said. We just switch out. We need to switch out the team. College of Science and Health.
Science and Health, okay. We will now present candidates from the College of Science and Health who will be congratulated by Dean Venkat Sharma and Trustee Steve. Oh, I take that back. It is present candidates from the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences who will be congratulated by Dean Martina Davis and Trustee Pesci.
Okay. All right. We'll get ready in place then here. Danielle Perpignan.
Jessica Maria Kamal. Chenoa Cunningham. Natalia Polanco.
Wasn't expecting this. How am I doing?
Maria Ecabrera. Gabriela Mena Cruz. Megan Margaret Pascrell. Emerson Danilo Cruz Barahona. Julia Linares.
Okay. Fine. Here you go.
Bradley
Stephanie
Pace.
Stephanie Ann Nardoza.
Ashley Fritchie.
Janera Mabel Rodriguez.
Angel Luis Cruz.
Austin James Sedito.
Chanchalevia Verene Mbengone Mengara.
Jean-Baptiste Paul.
Ebony Emanuel Ortega Cruz.
Jaleesa McGill.
Daniel John Timmons.
Liliana Edmira Peralta.
Isaiah Jeremiah Betts.
Christopher O'Neill.
William O'Dowd. Madeline Norma Peachney.
Yes.
Yuneri Baez. Kevin Cosme. Naveed Awan. Jalea Compton Jones. Michael Giovanni Marchionda. Anthony Francis Rose. Sebastian Cruz. Theresa Coleman. Ralph Millian. Nasia B. Coley. Matthew John Heim. Maria Teresa Hernandez. Sarah Maylee Greiner. William Andujar. Rebecca Marie Vitale. Rafael Jose Martinez Jr. Tiffany Marty, Nicholas Jones, Trinasia Letitia Cox, Medellin Sanchez, Brittany Shanice Reimer, Sean Patrick Cruz, Fedelen Remes, Latanya Burke, Moses Lewis, Billy DeLeon, Milagros Denise Carmona, Maria Taseva, Jasir Brooks, Lorenzo Asante, Yisel Gloribel Valles Marte, Omunique Latoya Lewis, Delsis Beltre, Walter Leonard Hugmood III, Rebecca Lynn Kiernan, Anthony Edward Piscatelli, Laquanda Boyd, Ashante Jonia Harold, Monique Tamara Jones, Gregory Holzman, Ebony Shante Campbell, Jessica Elise Sacamano, Kevin Anthony Jones II, Adriel Jan DeLeon Navarro, Nakia Leach, Kevin Ojo, Temeka Porter, Alicia Henriksen, Ty Brookins, Alexandria Henriquez, Alejandra Rosario, Natalie Montenegro, Imaya D. Handsome, Elisa Salioskai, Frederick Collier, Francis Hayashi Kanda Falayas, Juan Jose Ferres, Ethan Alfonso, Emily F. Sakir, Arlen Mora, Natalia Nicole Vasquez Gonzalez, Mehmet Katirjoglu, Giselle Giracocha, Jose Rosario, Demetria Lynn Washington, Leona Azizi, Aya Mustafa, Cleon Joseph Cyrus, Saul de Abril Cano, Latrell Derek Rodriguez, Grisalba Cruz, Tiasha India Jefferson, Pamela Mori, Diana E. Fonke, Amy Christine Avila Maradiaga, Felice Singh, Aspen Harding, Christine Eileen Suarez, Tara Gemahauer, Zena Samir Zedo, Ashley Robles, Gitlove Charleston, Miguel Aguilar Delgado, Hillary Brittany Castillo,
Something on the other side going on.
Catherine Fills,
That's scanning on the other side.
Isabel Garcia,
Not scanning on the other side.
Lara Kamal Alzine.
Chris is over there.
Silvia Vanessa Paulino Bonilla,
Dushko Tashev.
Alana Bencosme,
Christian Esquibal.
Lanelle Rochelle Torjan,
Zeline Ciliani Robles.
Israel Aaron Benzequin, Caitlin A. Yanni, Carrie Walker, Stephanie Nicole Portero Gallegos, Gendry Rivera, Joshua Blum, Nicole Lynn Sulikowski, Ashley Diaz, Kaylee Marie Castillo, Jeremiah Rodriguez, Charles Hicks, Alexandra Guzman, Jasmine Marie Valentine, Yesenia Torres, Ujunwa Ike,
Camilla Yafar.
Isabella Louise Lisi, Kupar Tormi, Jenna Amber Vergara, Asana Barik, Bridget McCaffrey Kimball, Alexis Brown, Tiana Celine Param, Cheikh Ahmadu Bamba Mbake Sene, Emily Edith Allers Gonzalez, Alejandro Carlos Ortiz, Delwana Miller, Adriana Alejandra Rivera Iberico, Susan Janice Kirkland, Michael Loibel, Baldemira Mota, Evelyn Judith Mania, Yamira Bennett Bernabella, Catherine Peralta, Chantel May McLean, Sean Patrick, Alexa Shalongo, Angela Chen, Shane Genie, Jennifer Nunez, Christian James Hay, Yenny Herrera, Zidric Bontia Bordadora, Ashley Gonzalez, Gabriel Johnny Rivera, Yorkis Fernandez, Kaylin J. Marie Effinger, Sabrina Lewis, Ariadna Giraldo, Juliana Kylie Soto, Danielle Lynn Farnese, Gia Antoinette Calixt, Ardita Besim Yamaj, Gia Antoinette Calixt, James Kennedy,
Got a card?
Alexis Michelle Rodriguez,
What happened?
Rachel Rosado,
Rochelle Rosado?
Heather Rose Meyer,
You, Rochelle?
Stephen Anthony Medeiros,
We said it.
Gia Antoinette
Missed it.
Calixt, Jimmy Falcon Jr.,
Is this Rochelle?
Rachel Rosado, Dea Fusha, Merlene Prinz, Derek Robert Koch, Hannah Lauren Esposito, Jason Anthony Minoro, Khalida Abrar,
Go.
Samantha Irene Chiatz, Kamaya Gillette, Luis Alonso Cifuentes, Rodrigo Gabriel Siche, Shayla Tatiana Johns, Alex Javier Patino, Lilia Vinnick, Jalen Michelle Alberto, Matthew Daniel Andrade, Lydia S. Faia, Julia Grace Mule, Lydia S. Faia, Emily Jailene Moreno, Temara Jalla,
Go.
Darius De La Cruz, Darlene Celeste Morel, Maria Altagracia Mauricio, Tanisha Ajay Coleman, Sierra Miller, Kevin McCulloch, Patrina Kingsley, Julia Ann Silva, Luna Osman, Nicholas M. Yurchak, Victoria Adriana Zanka, Jamari Canarozzi, Asia Monet Brown, Dean Raphael Coe, Michael Dennis Pasker, Alamako Kaba, Cheriel A. Perez Paula, Richard Paul Marchese, Joanne Calvaca, Emily Rose Feola, Nur Abu Al-Hawa, Leslie Carolina Ramos, Lisbeth Ruiz, David Anto, Jasra Habibul, Michael Osafo, Navi Cody, Christian Andrew Godoy, Jaylene Marie Lyde, Ornella Novak, Dawn A. Price, Sarai Cortez, Cristalie Marie Guillen, Natalia I. Montez, Brianna De La Cruz, Flary Bazile, Claudia Elisa Lopez Cruzado, Luis Israel Ortuno, Shayna Courtney Wynn, Clarissa Burgos, Tiffany Perez, Shonatan Mimini, Tiamar Fenelon, Keon Butler Watkins, Catherine Michelle Valle, Elizabeth Mendoza, Luxeri M. Conlois, Estefania Mejia Nunes, Sofia Rihani, Danielle Pasquariello, Olivia Barron, Naira Lancuna, Maimuna Akhtar, Janelle Kadian Edmonds, Eric Matthew Novillo, Ali Sina Azimi, Alyssa Rose Salinas, Beatriz Brandao Soares, Amanda Boehner, Elizabeth Tesorero, Jillian Cabrera, Ruth K. Ethau, Melinda Rushing, Edson Alexander Rojas, Nina Herzig, Destiny Pamela Astorga, Maya K. Tarabe, Mali Kostelnik, Isaiah Findlay, Misty Lynn Skupienski, Elizabeth Mitnick, Juliana Nicole Kanak, Jason Maza, Chelsea Sharifa Abedrabo, Isaiah Hampton, Chelsea Sharifa Abedrabo, Faten Hussein, Jessica Lynn Caraballo,
Jamila Moselle.
Angela Hoxa.
Taylor Jordan Simon.
Karen Grulian.
Adia J. Jefferson.
Mohammed Salim.
Mahaya Horada.
Diego Osario.
Madasam Aliatal.
Yusuf
Angela
Chami.
Hoja, Jamila Moselle,
Tutega Gurbaz.
Angela Hoja, Jamila Moselle, Taylor Jordan Simon,
Keith Koyel.
Karen Yvonne Grujan,
Annabelle
Mohamed Sinan
Silviero.
Salim,
Cynthia
Mihai
Fernandez.
Horhota, Keith Coyote,
Oh,
Anabil
It's
Silverio,
catching up.
Marcel Aguilar,
Sweet.
Dewan Singh Sodhi, Lisa Jeanette Aquino, Christopher Medina, Alexis Oliver, Vanessa Dominguez Fonseca, Amaya Kayla Coleman, Aliyah Rahim, Carly Shannon McTaggart, Nicholas Connor O'Neill, Kevin Cruz, Aliyah Marie Nicholas, Julia McCready, Sachin Simpson, Victoria Joy Echevarria, Yodi Cordero, Isabel Abu Daoud, Kayesha Lamika Fuller, Cassandra Hawks, Juliana E. Dino Zayas, Angeli Sanchez, Titus T. Ebay Jr., Brooke Ruth Taylor, Constantine George Stupakis, Josaida Pinero, Carmen John Kosha, Alexis C. Spina, J.R. Concepcion, Janaya Nicole Wilson, Edward M. Argandona, Catherine Giselle Gabrielle, Jared Robert DeVito, Rosona Lynn Kokias, Saf Mudassir, Kayla Rose, Michelle M. Florio, Shirlene Jean Marie, Whitney Montalvo, Princess Peace Garty, Maria Jose Ilatopa Silva, Felicia Swain, Tayyiba Begum, Nicole Maria Munoz, Tahmina Begum, Andy Duran, Maria Prieto, Keisha Baez Cruz, Waylon Valera, Brianna Ebony Mims, Crystal Rodriguez Diaz, Dominique Onaja Higgs,
Wait. College?
We will now present candidates from the College of Science and Health who will be congratulated by Dean Venkat Sharma and Trustee Sieve.
Even Giamfi Opoku, Hallie Rivera, Joseph Santos, Arlen Aquino, Bernardo Antonio Garcia III, Bianca Marie Provenzano, Nicholas Parada, Jessica Petrie, Marilyn R. Frias, Alexa DeKio, Lexi Olson,
Lexi.
Isaiah Forrester Kumsung,
What's your name? Marilyn?
Marilyn R. Frias, Justin Paul Mercoliano, Genevieve Marjorie Simpson, Joseph Frederick Ulrich, Mariah Morales, Samarth Tewari, Nancy Sapp, Tyler Brian Cruz, Dylan James Fox, Rebecca Riley, Hannah Ponce, Jaylene Y. Rodriguez, Jace Tyler Harmin, Claire Schatz, Samod Karim Wingo, Ivnika Devallon, Amelia Santiago, Julia Rose Cutie,
Can't compete against that one.
Haley Nelson, Brianna De La Cruz,
Which one is it? What's your name?
Hannah Claire Panzarella,
Madison.
Ashanti Satan, Melanie Molina,
Madison Allegrado.
Khalil J. Moore, Jennifer Perez, Matthew Canizero, Salsabil Nidal Saeed, Matthew Mariano, Hennessy Bonilla, Matthew David Glazer, Tanya Randall Thompson, Diego Fernando Navas Trujillo, Brenda Baptius, Shaiteja Rowe, Anbar Molina Solano, Justin Ginsberg, Elona Shehu, Patrick Michael Pantoliano, Samantha Guzman, Jack Urbano, Dominique Dade McGlown, Chase Hunter Geisler, Ashley Nicole Wesolowski, Neil Tilly Devara, Nicholas Robert Estes, Emma Jahan, Colby Arthur Chippendale, Yisbeth Espinal, Nicholas James Diaz, Rihanna Lopez Mondia, Isaiah Leaks, Michaela Maples, Matthew Joseph Spencer, Afnan Siddiqui, Andrew Rogers, Sarah Catherine Devoy, Joseph Kelshaw Kirby Jr., Daniel Scavino, Andre Jalen Wells, Ashley Pierre, David Daniel Martinez, Kimoni Thompson, Stephanie Rojas, Caitlin Bulwell, Jillian Deborah Sese, Martha Tamaro Smith, Noralise Marie Torres, Peter Gislicki, Jalen Ocasio, Stephanie Marie Police, Taylor Melissa Kilgen, Amanda Lee Stefanon, Alexandra Therese Mathikolonis, Anayeli Lama, Anissa Artiega, Serena Redden, Tasneem Uddin, Rose Catherine Kessler, Ana Isabel Cachique, Elizabeth Herrera, Nicole Dollar, Kayla Vanegas, Miana Denise Otañez, Jordan Nelson, Mariana Montoya, Alana Mary Timmons, Alyssa Peralta, Ruby Marie Sykes, Ayana Elizabeth Harper, Marina Armanius, Andrea M. Secolo, Stephanie Calla, Grizelis Edelyn Mello, Shane Patrick Apito, Ricardo Enrique Ordinola Jr.,
Giselle Elaline Melo.
Ryan James Briggs, Samuel Fares, Giovanni B. Lepiani,
Anissa Gonzalez.
Christopher Stoltz, John Paul Infante, Evelyn
Ann
Vargas, Brittany Michelle Pisani, Hannah Rose Liss, Funmilola Omolayo Olusoji, Jonathan Amir Portoreal, Wilhelmina Ampia Duncan, John A. Wells, Brina Owu, Allison Lydia Taveras, Natalie Esther Fernandez, Stephen Alberto Cordero, Ethan Mays, Isis Landestoy, Nicholas Bianco, Shanaz Hoke, Alexis Giovanni Hernandez, Dunya Badwan, Shirley Ochoa, Anwar Al-Kawaled, Amori White, Long Thun Nguyen, Rachel Lynn Bell, Lewinsky Amewuga, Tayana Tanye Godwin, Karin Tiara Mora, Tamer Bajnuk, Esther Bochere Siochai, Melissa Chalub, Marsha McKenzie, Christophia Green, Natalie Rosario, Taylor McCoy Rawl, Tyler Ray Wesley, Victoria Lillian Callis, Tanisha Sukram, Deanna Powell, Shaloma Strickland, Arlie Gomez, Mavin Momani Sakwa, Nicole Marie Sanchez, Marlene A. Villalobos Garcia, Renata Howard, Ashley West, Brittany Noel Burwanger, Ivory Johnson, Clementine Williams, Joseph Michael Kubu, Kristen Lenora James, Robert Duran, Nicole Renee Golden, Kelly Wyanette Garcia, Sarah Ellen Thomas, Olga Snigura, Dana Ancilieri, Alyssa Reyes, Madeline Antoinette Spink, Bianca Cruz, Lindsay Marie Acker, Jeremy Salvatore Fitzpatrick, Ethan J. Hoon Chung, Desine Mitchell, Yinette Tavares, Christian Shane Leitner, Rayaquan T. Baker, Lassie Ray Corson, Lorenzo Ezekiel Davis, Wasim Falastin Hara Shakshir, Mafiz Teluska, Ketsia Setut, Amaya Leslie Logan Hamlet, Agustin Tecalero, Christina Chubuk, Lenora Christian Gallo, Andy Takagi Rojas, Felicity Tuju, Justin Sonnet, Stephanie Rodriguez, George T. Ferguson, Natalie Donda, Harrison Carlos Fairchild, Peyton Amaya Diaz, Owen Francis Gavigan, Yoshua Nunez, Sarah Chmielewski, Stephanie Pierre, Brianna Marie Liller, Paige Fox, Valerie Basara, Jacqueline Jacobs, Connor Schreiber, Lori Yesenia Caicedo, Gabriela Hernandez, Shania Marie Moncada, Eva John Tobin, Joshua Tolentino Manahan, Andrew Packard Scheib, Claire Marie Sanders, Fisnik Tafilai, Kyle James Sarita, Stacy Celeste Romero, Al-Hussein Mustafa, Ashley Canella, Manuel Bolivar Nivar, Chinonye Jennifer Ihikoaba, Yesenia Sanchez, Haley Hogan Hughes, Stephanie Elizabeth Jones, Simone Darby, Sabrina Link, Alisa Adenike Adebamovo, Brianna Astriana Lewis, Amber Simone Carrington, Jamie Lynn Selisak, Haley Andy Delgado, Jason Santiago, Alicia Herrera Perez, Keshana Renee Arvine, Anna Rose Spencer, Ania M. Brown, Aurora Gerbeshi, Bertice Robinson, Sherry Mercedes Taylor, Esmeralda Nunez, Deshani Nichelle Edwards Deere, Kylie Faith Skiara, Alexandra Judith Castro, Andy Janine Baldwin, Emily Christina Andrade, Virginia Mary Lackey, Laura L. Dutan, Julia De Souza Macedo, Rhea Haiseni, Dracy Consuelo Quevedo, Seobin Cho, Stephanie Flores, Taku Murakami, Lisette Carolina Suquilanda, Liam Isabella Orr, Joanna Rita Gladish, Tanya Copeland, Elizabeth Marie Stiles, Jeanette Reyes, Rakaya Fayez Mbaby, Angela Marie Gonzalez, Sydney Janice Williams, Giovanna Trenieche Young, Yandy Castillo, Victoria Elizabeth Rittenhouse, Leslie Stephanie Rodriguez, Nicole Susan Ramon, Tatiana Naji Anderson, Andrew Hennian Lillis, Christine A. Socholak, Yvette Carolina Cabrera, Jessica Sakula, Samantha Marisol Rivas, Gretchen Gonzalez, Taylor Lee Jaffe, Divina Mora Jones, Tamisha K. Gilzene, Oladele Ezequiel Omotosho, Lisel Michaela Robley, Tahira Hill, Lauren Page Fenwick, Nicole Incelis Rodriguez, Camille Diepa, Incelis Ann Peterkin, Shivani Sai Mandavili, Kimberly Colin Leon, Janine Valoria Carrion,
Orbelina
Caitlin M.
Acosta.
Camuto,
Orbelina Acosta.
Ariana Vega, Jennifer Michelle Diaz, Julia Christine Zahn, Susan Salam, Stephanie L. DeFiti, Daniel Joseph Elliott, Andy Opperlay, Abra Marie Joseph, Darlene Theus, Kimberly Marine Romero, Monico Tulachan, Grace Marie Minazaganian, Ashley Marie Branch, Solange Sandoval Arteaga, Takia Laquari Gilchrist, Alicia Jennifer Sudano, Sean Trevor Skorupa, Folashade Taiwo Odusola, Krisha Fernandez, Joy A. Brown, Hattie Toure, Tanisha Janelle Villanueva, Angelique Caceres, Alexis Rodriguez, Ashanerda Gauthier, LaMonica Hobson, Samantha Lily Pricken, Richard Daniel Sabariz, Jacqueline Elizabeth Araujo, Jenna Marie Pascali, Sophia Robin Lardizabal Quezon, Jennifer Ann Sodano, Luz Giovanni DeLeon, Abby Lonergan, Gabrielle Luis Quiles, Marina Josephine Figueroa, Paige Alexandria Newsome, Luz Lopez, Anthony Troy Rivera, Nikki Lee Graham, Gladys Castillo, Camille Nefertiti Llewellyn, Luis Jose Aguilar, Amari Avoni Lee, Brian N. Dubac, Naomi N. Ibe, Helen Fernandez, Quintina Gallus, Kate Fernandez, Samiat A. Olatunde, Crystal Gail Thorne, Stephanie Munachiso Ezeji, Melissa Shemika Drakeford, Ashley S. Martin, Miranda Nunez, Doris Avelina Fulgencio, Kaylee Arlie Herrera, Ashley Isabel Ortiz, Nikolina Kshimanska, Amina Khan, Caitlin Alexandra Soklaski, Brian T. Holder, Alicia Aviles, Sandy Maria Antoine, Jessica Lucille Chavez McGregor, Kayla Adeline Gondres, Dashka Lynn Thermidor, Andre Marcus, Camelia Robinson, Lisa Ellen Baisden Allen, Danielle Rogers, Reynaldo Pierre LaFontaine, Aiden Timothy Herbert, Jakai Jalen Mathis, Christian J. Caparelli, Adam Mohammed Abubakar, Kristen Barsatan, Ladisha D. Crawford, Mohammed Musa, Nasir Jamal Crawford, Susan Aisleen Codio, Erickson Simeon, Julia Loren Haddad, Evan Joseph Tagliareni, Khadiza Begum, Valerie Simpson, Chandani R. Gajipara, Maurice Luis Caballero, Patricia Gavush, Sage Antonio Morales, Mia Elizabeth Binner, Brandon James Bradshaw, Jilia Hope Pano, Adam Miles Garvey, Munding Kante, Liliana Flores Acosta, Mohamed Mustafa, Grace Bentliff, Edwin Flores, Natalie Nunez, Bianca Pamela Panajon Vargas, Mary Violet Sutton, Kayla Shamara Facey, Natalie Lopez, Madeline Esquibal, Megan Amanira, Alexandra Elizabeth Jaramillo, Zaina Ferraz Rafi, Ileana Sean Osorio Pava, Bernardo Flores, Lynette Pina Sanchez, Anthony Oropeza, Isabella Park, Michael Novak, Danielle Nicole Agda Ponce, Stephen Carr, Kylie Elizabeth Bythrow, Jorge Sebastian Leones, Cindy Munoz, William Del Jesus Jr., Daniel Yoon, Jarice Boiter Hidalgo, Kyle Brandon Bautista, Justin Rezigue, Joshua Ego, Nicole Chavez, Oksana Gresco, Kimberly Flores Kaye, Taikia Bundy, Antigona Mahmoudi, Jaya Camille Domingo, Julia Marcia Sklo, Charmaine Preza Manalansan, Kayla Melendez, Karina Sofia Silva Campos, Kiana Rodriguez, Shelly M. Soto, Gladiez Yolanda Tapia, Elsa Wend Godi Univia Koama, Brandon Lionel Monzon, LaMonica Justina Mungo, Emily Wynn, Michelle Valdez, Christina Eleda Lescano, Ty Asia Morrison, Priscilla C. Colazo, Nicole Victoria Fazio, Rachel Rose Saborio, Denise Jones, Jasmine Munoz, Sky Lynn Austin, Aliyah M. Rodriguez, Pamela A. St. Clair, Stacy Ellen Holt, Jacqueline Marie Loris, Amir Jahad Haskins, Caitlin Tarter, Ralph Eden Salomon, Jocelyn Darlene Ross, Shayla Carter, Ashley Yang, Yvette Morissette, Kaylin Aponte, Alexander James Puerto, Kelly Choi, Lisi Anaya Delgado, Mary Susanna M. Perron, Melanie Pamela Rodriguez Rodriguez, Carlos Manuel Alcantara Jr., Jacob Edward Carey, Elana Lepishina, Shakib Ahmed, Arnelda Inderim Selmani, Julian Sanchez, Jeremy Elijah Torres, Erica Chiriboga, Esteban Natividad Lopez Ramos, Bija Pat, Juleni Coronado, Kurt Tristan Cabalin Real, Natalie Aileen Figueroa, Catherine Jativa, Shayla Gutierrez, Ayal Marzouk, Tesneem K. Ramadan, Keith Michael Sering II, Maya Nicole Marquez, Kareem Fox, Christopher Miguel Cruz, Maribel Contreras, Patrick Doroskowitz, Milo Moore, Ashley Rodriguez, Natalia Schiaffina, Chelsea Kimberly Macancella, Natalie J. Rodas Janine, Justin Guzman, Silvana D. Ramallo, Andrina Alcantara Lara, Shirley Keenan, Brittany Doynow, Isabel Justine Alvarez, Carolyn Humbler, Tanisha Hargrave, Stephen Martinez, Lakia T. Montgomery, Jocelyn Lucero, Connie Luna, Clarissa Marie Rodriguez, Eric Isabel, Alexandra Marie Torrento, Michael Henry Bruno, Jenna Elnachi, Julia Todd, Israel Clory Ayegbo, Dunia S. Nasser, Jason M. Chenu, Vanessa Ojeda, Vincent Joseph Aulisi, Nupur Patel, Mia Rose Savrin, Jacqueline C. Santiago, Jake Anthony DeBarros, Brenda Avila, Ethan Joachim Rizzi, Imaria Serena Williams, Esther Sodzi, Anari Jimenez, Smith Desir, Alfina Marie Camara, Wendy J. Hales, Simtia Islam, Shadaya Denise Davis, Dalia Islam, Aransha M. Castro, Camila Andrea Tixe, Gina Peroni, Jack C. Morelli, Nadine Abdelhafez, Kadian Morgan Franklin, Jelani Gray Lanier, Zaria Powell, Connor Lucky, Tara M. Lowenberg, Eudomar Reyes, Aliyah A. Thomas, Gabriana N. Bridgemohan, Tasia Lee DeLeon, Kathy Gabriela Libicura, Malik Leggett, Sarah Elizabeth Stewart, Courtney Lewis, Muath Ahmad, Brittany Marie Delgado, Alen Estrada, Carolyn Lazala, Kayla Jolie Alamo, Patricia Surma, Nicole Marie Alessi, Suraj Bokal, Cassandra Valentina Slater, Tajana Garland, Betalis Herrera Balbuena, Caitlin Beth Corral, Camila Vasquez, Robin Rodriguez Hernandez, Kathleen Torres, Agapi Bulos, Mark Ferraro, Niveen Hamdan Mubarak, Kyron Lewis Page, Crispany Lantigua, Jadira Cuevas, Latira Laguerre, Oluwasewa Funmi Olajumoke Akinola, Daniela Santana, Ketsi Guzman, Naya Imani Long, Jocelyn Cardozo Carmona, Shania Tamia Ricks, Erica Lynn Flowers, Gianna Fresnedo, Shagayi Grant, Jadesh Luciano, Betsy Vasquez, Tony Rudd, Calliope Mahlis, Leon Walker, Awatif Hassan, Diasek Ngom, Valentina Bohorquez Vargas, Eric Yoel Gonzalez, Alejandra Marie Alcantara, Elis Sebastian Reyes, Enas Jaludi, Eileen Rivas, Roger Alexander Campos, Quayshawn Khalil Russ Sims, Carlos Gabriel Collado, Ignacio Tommy Mercado, Sherilyn Rodriguez, Jason Andrew Collier, Carlene Carty, Sean Yumung, Lee Jung, Tyrone A. Muhammad, Bruno Sebastian Gavella, Samantha Hurtado, Brianna Christie, Julio Valencia, Sofia Torres, Chelsea Lucero, Carissa Benito Rodriguez, Ivalise Pagan, Artiben Patel, Rami A. Rodriguez, Shreyaben Tarunkumar Patel, Shanair Jenkins, Jada Deneen Fairfax, Christina Zamor, Mary Danfool, Zinzi Florence L., Maloney Wedderburn, Orel Isaiah Lewis, Tiana Robinson, Carl Anthony Williams Jr., Natalie Ashmoz, Leon Marquette Johnson, Dominique Simone Bryson, Manuela Urrego Madrid, Dejane Bloodworth, Elizabeta Kelasowska, Hunter Hawthorne Weber, Kimberly Villatoro, Isaac N. Okendo, Eloise Elizabeth Barba, Amos Julian, Christopher Manaya, Chase Jackson Hafner, Shanik Francisco, Jonathan Kick, Christopher Alicea, Shannon Lucy Redstone, Alyssa Rogers, Terry Lynn Capola, Kevin Hesse Cortez, Gavin Anthony McKeon, Nefertiti H. Bennett, Tony Ann Maria Sosa, Asia Nicole Turner, Casey Melanie Laura, Layla Yesenia Maisonnet, Quayim Hines, Junior Rafael Nunez, Daniel Theodore Cruz, Tiffany Rose Paulus, Amari Polanco, David Joseph Charnitsky, Caroline Mary Dupre, Mohammed Sarwar, Tyrell Wigfall, Samuel Ray Orama, Barbie Edwards, Kenneth Marvin Espinal, Rocio Aguilar, Keno Uchida, Lauren Marie Ryer, Omega Desiree Dickerson, Denise Nunez, Aria Rose Capria, Laura Cecilia Cobo, Diana Zuta, Cole E. Jarvis, Joseph Nicholas Martinez, Tyler Salazar, Helen Jean Julianne, Amalia Lynn Lara, Camora Monet Freeman, Amy Johanna Melendez, Luisa Esther Fernandez, Lakia Thompson, Paola Molina, Joshua Sabas Bernardo, Antigone Hatshepsu Badu, Albert Joseph Ortiz Gonzalez, Daniela D'Angelo, Stephen Paul Isaiah Russell, Diane Diaz, Jackson Forrest, Josue Clemente, Colin Lamar Ross, Barry Thomas Curtis, Neil Emmanuel Villapiano, Thomas William Radigan, Sean William McTaggart, Lauren Erica Hutchison, Tristan Daniel Leone, Elizabeth Grace Golden, Sabrina Joy Ryan, Jeremy Christopher Agasso, Ramzi E. Alhablawi, Cornelia Yablonska, Jadamil Sanchez, Evelyn Penyai, Eliana Nicole Lamb, Himanshu Krishna Nadendla, Connor Shilcock, Sierra Feliz, Jason Peralta, Laritza Carly Alcino, Robert Cole Hudson, Jacqueline Kylie Mull, Luke Antosi, Caleb Emmanuel Washington, Xavier Arturo Rodriguez, Renee Yun, Gianfranco Banca, Andrew J. Loesch, Christina Gladden, William B. Pitt, Aliyah Patrice Lockhart, Benjamin Wood, Thomas Insetta, Kylie Lynn Berkemeyer, Patrick Arthurs, David Velasquez Jr., Christian Ian Cruz, Michael Evangelista, Eric De La Rosa, Amir Johan Rosario, Jordan Askanoa, Ricardo Martinez Cruz, Robbins Petitme, Christian Cavasa, Pablo David Perez Gracia, Zachary Bryce Bunasi, Peyton Anderson Reed, Saima Khatoon, Michael Anthony Jones, Yuxel Omar, Andrew Philip Gavin, Stevie Hope Joyner, Kyle Moppert, Rico Cruz Alcazar, Grace Victoria Bowers, Hava Aise Senman, Brianna Marie Marmora, Michael James Milligan, Diolfi Evelina Garcia Vasquez, Claire Jeanine Davis, Israt Jahan Anika, Rukiye Sahin, Cameron J. Banks,
Kuino on Tefs.
Yasmin Fauri, Iana Evan Barnes, Spencer Maurice Barnes, Brett Andrew Bomer, Willie Woods, Sinan Akhturk, Daniel Cecil Wade Budrum, Andrew James Herbst, Michael Aaron Martinez, Naimur Rahman, Daniel Jeremiah Torres, John Patrick Hone, Jessica Gail Lombach, Jose Armando Hernandez, Daniel Daly, Ronell Gary, Yakia Udin, Michelle Yemoteli Adote, Kenrick Arnaldo Francisco, Ruben Pino, Joshua Jose Martinez, Devin Marie Blake, Mark Rizzo, Jose Elias Vela Beriche, Brian Thomas Barton Shikram, Daniel Alejandro Gonzalez, Kyle Atkins, Devon DeLeon, Laurel Owie, Fabiana Klengel Pereiro, Jericho Tyler Isid, Tyler Anthony Matza, Dorian Eli Darius, Kimberly Scott, Anthony Vargas, Kareem Amir Wingate, Richard Bruno Steinel, Samuel Ezobe Epiteme, Quincy Jones, Justin David Castillo Zacatelco, Angelica Alejandra Fermin, Nicholas Stephen Minadeo, Ifedi U. Ufandu, Dante Blucher, Abelardo C. Perez, Jeshel Dukut Manansala, Rezin Christian, Aya Raid Abu Hush, Darwin N. Carrillo, Josue Tejeda, Eric Gonzalez, Bryce Karch Negi, Jose Daniel Zeno, Esmeralda Yanira Ruiz, Nurul Afsar, Levi Mbaka, Mackenzie Grace O'Brien, Mireha O'Halloran, Jade Alexa Martinez, Melvin H. Jones, Eugene Diamant, Isabella Marie Cordova, Jack William Horsky, Alfonsina Cabreja, Nariman Adnan Asfour, Marlene Gonzalez, Ashley R. Fisher, Vanessa Marcano, Sebastian Honores, Jake Lozito, Ana Maria Henao Munoz, Tiffany Fuller Cash, Roland Indricksons, Alyssa N. Martin, Roberto Antonio Robles Jr., Ryan Anthony Peransi, Rafiato Bikienga, Busola Taiwo Owolabi, Prathi Devarapalli, Saoirse Kate Scott, Tamika Rosemary McNeil, Fatma Zainab Joskun, Nurzat Ristovsky, Piper Catherine Bond, Amanda Rose Findura, Jonelli Natasha Campos, Arlene Alexandra Ruiz, Nathali Garcia, Ethan Dawson, Nathan David Zuniga Tortos, Eileen Sanchez, Winifred del Carmen Vicente Reyes, Joseph T. Annunciata, Kenisha Ampedu, June Eileen Martin Perigo, Sally Abena Serwa Frimpong, Andres Arias, Yesenia Kamano, Jenna Isa, Nicole Dipko, Cesar Castillo, Kevin E. Stewart, Caitlin Marcella Celis, Dala Almasri, Jasmine Hurtado Chucuya, Emily Marie Tejada, Maria Angelica Sanchez Capuro, Alexandra Bertoa, Manuela Domicoli, Jennifer Yaskaribe, Samantha Corbett, Fatema Sultana, Alexia Carmela Sotile, John James Bukovic, Honey Prajapati, Jayla Elise Santos Reed, Andres Perez, Karen Barrett, Tashana Williams, Yaquez Mann, Jai William Hooper, Rosnell Alfonso, Jessica Aitken, Keith Brooks, Mark Luis Leem Hernandez, Brianna Elia Johnson, Korab Juta, Juleni Santos, Ethan Acosta, Shahad Shea Al-Musharraf, Vanessa Alejandra Jaramillo, Nicole Andrade Villavicencio, Jaylin Bayonne, Matthew R. Neves, Laith Ibrahim Hassan, Michelle Krasovsky, Abdel Karim M. Katashat, Maeve B. Klepper, Tori Berghofer, Sarah Rose Ransom, Isabella Ida Westervelt, Cynthia Erin Boyd, Antonio T. Guarino, Sarah Forbes, Ileana Abreu, Alessandro Martinez, Alia Hauk, David Anthony Lopez, Jeanette Marie Hudak, Amelia Brunda, Alvaro Guillen, Gabriel Luis Serrano, Julie Reyes Perez, Valentina Aguado Rojas, Makeda Simone Moore, Dayan Soto, Rami Darif, Courtney Ann Hartzell, Joshua Todd Riddick, Catherine A. O'Donnell, Sasha Martinez, Valentina Idrizi, Alexander Felix, Sehan Rizvani, Jada Mallard, Brianna Maria Vinci, Alyssa Marie Pagan, Mahmoud Al-Sheikh, Ariana Rose Lideker, Ruba Sayed, Mohammad Hemaid, Chukwuebuka Kelvin Ezeji, Rakaya Burks, Thomas Paul Boyle, Taj Schuler, Michael Antonio Perano, Ahmad Sheikh, Mark Anthony Hackett, Amjad Rasim Shehadeh, Gregory Jude Wallach, Asad Aldin Saleh, Ibrahim Mohammed Ahmed, Brianna Miner, Taisha A. Mercado, Stephanie Guerrero Ramirez, Divine Favor Ukazu, Odinakachi Cynthia Uche Ike, Angel Hilda Akanji, Cameron O'Brien, Tatiana Acevedo, Jacqueline Monhay, Taina Senatus, Mark Marquez, Aliyah Soleil Torres, Abigail Sabaron, Alfaz Udin, Eben Jose, Artian Sanalia, Michael Dean Cages, Linda Bassouf, Kimberly Guerrero, Adham Mazin Mustafa, Quanea Sumter, Andrea Estefania Urias, Veronica Chinwe Isiadenzo, Michelle Gonzalez, Kairi Estrada, Courtney Schwark, Bashir Couch, Aliyah Robin Johnson, Alina Susan Kuriakos, Saima Akhtar, Janeth J.C. Udine, India McNeil, Gregory Spady Jr., Sylvia Burte, Natalia Pekova, Nicole Latoya Emery, Jasmine Maningas Fernandez, Genesis Jacqueline Perla, Shankir Kaze Trion Venable,
Stephanie Capers Jones.
After the conferral of degrees, University mascot Pio and President Heldobler will lead everyone in one last power chant. The recessional will follow, which will be led by President Heldobler, Pio, and the platform guests. For safety reasons, the new degree holders will enter the recessional following the platform guests. President Heldobler, all the degree candidates have now been presented, and I'm pleased to report that the candidates presented have completed requirements for the degrees during the academic year 2024-2025 and are recommended by the faculty and certified by the Board of Trustees for their respective degree conferral.
All right. Let's get to the moment we've all been waiting for. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees who are eligible for Latin academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude, please rise? These candidates have achieved a special merit. Will student speaker Elena Merrill and student trustee Justin Peralta please come forward and stand next to the podium? Will the faculty please rise and face the degree candidates? Will administrators and faculty on stage please rise? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the William Patterson University of New Jersey, I hereby confer upon you the degree you have earned, for which you have been recommended, with all the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, you can move your tassels left to right. Congratulations. Will, power cheer one more time. I say will, you say power. Will. Will. Congratulations.
President Hell-Dobler and trustees, the 202nd commencement ceremonies for the William Patterson University of New Jersey is adjourned.
I'll stand for you and you will stand for me as William Patterson pioneers. Trailblazing piles, we are great pioneers. Undaunted, we will meet across any frontier. We'll stand committed throughout our years to William Patterson pioneers. I say will, you say power. I say will, you say power. Patterson pioneers. William Patterson pioneers. William Patterson pioneers.